At some point of the time, we do get the nasal discharge, the congestion, headache, vertigo, migraine, the facial pain. This could be because of the swelling in the sinuses. You take a treatment, you get well, everything's normal, but I'm talking about those cases where years and years of medications are going on, all the different therapies, the different treatments have been taken, yet the patient has all the symptoms. The condition starts becoming worse. The patient is told that the condition is incurable. It starts getting worse, it starts getting severe, and the patient has no idea what should be done. This is nothing but the inflammation of the sinuses known as sinusitis. In this video, we're going to talk about the do's, don'ts, the causes, the treatments, medications, the home remedies, and we are going to understand why and how Ayurveda has the ability to cure the root cause of severe of the severe or incurable, the most chronic cases of sinusitis. Namaste everyone, welcome back to Jyovis. Firstly, let's understand how does sinusitis happen. So there are some cavities, the empty spaces within the facial bones. These are connected to the cavities of the nose. These empty spaces, it makes our skull light, and these are the empty spaces which are called as the sinuses. The sinusitis, you see this word itis, inflammation, all these inflammatory conditions, the rhinitis, appendicitis, bronchitis, vasculitis, vaginitis, there are n number of itis, inflammatory conditions. It is itis. This word shows that there is inflammation of that particular part. So inflammation of the sinuses is called as sinusitis. There are various classifications of sinusitis based on the sinuses that are affected, like the frontal sinusitis, the maxillary sinusitis, ethmoidal sinusitis, the sphenoidal sinusitis. Based on the causative agents like the bacterial sinusitis, where the Streptococcus pneumoniae, the Haemophilus influenza, etc. These are the causative agents. The viral sinusitis, where certain viral agents like the rhinovirus, the coronavirus, the influenza virus, etc. All these are the agents. There is infected sinusitis, there is non-infected sinusitis, like those which is the dust, dirt, the irritants or the allergic conditions. All these types of sinusitis, they are having 90% or more than 90% of the symptoms, they are similar. If the condition does not last more than 12 weeks, you don't require any investigation. But if the condition is more than 12 weeks, there could be a CT scan that may be required. Although in Ayurveda, it is not really required unless and until there are a lot of complications. So we need to understand a Ayurvedic practitioner gets only those cases where the patient has taken all the kinds of therapies, have done everything that he or she could, have taken the different therapies, the home remedies and everything that was told to the patient, but yet have the symptoms of sinusitis. That's where Ayurveda steps in to cure the root cause of such inflammatory conditions. So let's understand what is that principle that really helps the people. For this, we'll have to think from an Ayurvedic perspective. As per Ayurveda, for such inflammatory conditions or in the general causes, it is explained that Sarve Roga Api Mande Agneyo. Agni, the fire element, the Agni, digestive fire, is given a lot of importance. To explain you in simple words, low digestive fire, Mandagni, is the root cause of such inflammatory condition. In Ayurveda, simply if the digestion, if the gut health is improved, if this Mandagni is fixed, patients start seeing the immediate quick results. Now, based on the Prakriti, based on the body type, based on the Dashavid Pariksha done by an Ayurveda physician, the results are obtained. But overall, let's understand all the three doshas, they definitely contribute to sinusitis, but mainly we've seen an aggravation or an imbalance of the kapha and the vat dosh. As you know, vat dosh. As sinusitis, you see it's a disease above the clavicle area, and you know, we've seen it, we've understood in our videos that above the clavicle area, kapha involvement is always there. So all the causes that aggravate the kapha, the dairy items, firstly you need to stop taking the dairy items, or especially the curd intake. Excess of curd definitely leads to such inflammatory conditions. So curd or brinjal, pickles, all the causes you see that aggravates the kapha. The sweet, sour, salt intake, excess amount of sour and salt especially, All these conditions, the daytime sleeping, the late night awakening, immediately sleeping after meal, taking a lot of water after meal, all these causes we've spoken in detail in our videos. These are the causes that are contributing to such inflammatory conditions. Over here, Vata and Kapha involvement is majorly seen. As per Ayurveda, there are various home remedies or various tips that really work for temporary relief. Patients think that if I take steam, Swedan, if I take, put a hot water bag, if I use some home remedies, it really works. Of course it does, but it's giving you that temporary relief. For the chronic conditions, for the severe conditions, you require an authentic Ayurvedic, treatment which has proper shodhan, which has the medications and which has the do's and don'ts specifically for your particular body type. So the home remedies that may work is the holy basil decoction. You can take a steam. Hot water bag works great. If you have a severe headache, a cinnamon paste works really great. A cumin seed powder, if it is taken through the nasal route, Nasya, we call it the Pradhaman Nasya in Ayurveda, which works really great. There are some proprietary medications that gives instant relief to the patient. These are again remedies. It gives you temporary relief. But in cases of chronic conditions, the severe conditions, you do require a treatment, right? So certain medications like again Active Ved India, the Broncho Med syrup, it has some ingredients like the Tankan Bhasma, Triphala, Vasa. All these herbs, they are present in extract form, which makes it very effective, very safe. So right from a small child to old age people across the globe, patients use it. They have it at home as a safe, effective cough syrup that works great for inflammatory conditions, whether it's rhinitis, sinusitis, all these conditions, the cough, cold, asthma. It gives instant relief to the patients because of the Ayurvedic herbs in extract form. So these are some of the tips. The first treatment is always to stop the do's and don'ts. So it's very important to understand the causes. I'll try and put some of the causes in the description box. So after this video, you can go through the description box. Again, another remedy that you can use is Nasya. It is said as Nasahi Shirso Dwaram. The medications, if they are instilled through the nose, directly reaches up to the brain and starts its action. In this sinusitis condition, the specific oil that doctors often prescribe is the Panchendriya Vardhan Tel. Panchendriya Vardhan is a classical Ayurvedic formulations available in all the companies. You can take any company, whichever is available. 2 to 4 drops once or twice a day works great, exactly if you're following our Nasya video. I'll put the Nasya video in the description box. We've explained you completely how you can do Nasya at home from the first step to the last step very easily at home. Nasya, it must be practiced as a daily regime, even for curing such conditions as well as for preventing such inflammatory conditions or such Kaphaj Vikar. Nasya really works great. So if you have the sinusitis, you can follow these home remedies. You can apply these paste, the fermentation, Broncho Med syrup. You can do the Nasya. That works really great. For chronic condition, an authentic Ayurvedic treatment as per the proper diagnosis, the dosha involvement, the Dashavida Pariksha, all these, they are very much important. First step is always shodhan, because patient has taken all the medications, all the toxins are in the body. One of the cause is AMA, not the mango, but it is the toxic waste product that's there in the body, which has to be eliminated out. If it is not eliminated, then it produces the phlegm. So it's very important to eliminate the through certain Agni Deepan medicines. We have to do the Strota Shuddhi. We have to cleanse the channels of our body, Strotas called in Ayurveda. So all these things are required. There are certain medications like there is Haridra Khand, there is Kapardik Bhasma, there is Lakshmi Vilas. All these medications, they work great. There is Bilva Fal Majja, which is the Bilva, which directly works on the Majja Dhatu, the sixth tissue, the nervous tissue. It is a great herb that works on the nervous tissue. So these are some of the medications, formulations, Kanakasav, Lakshmi Vilas, Mahalakshmi Vilas, endless formulation, endless herbs, endless treatments available in Ayurveda to relieve the patient from any kind of sinusitis. Again, there are some potent medications as well, some potent medications that needs to be used only by an authentic Ayurvedic practitioner who knows the exact dose that is going to give drastic improvement and drastic results to the patient in no time. Potent medications like the Abhrag Bhasma, the Shrunga Bhasma, Godanti Basma, Samir Panna Gras. Although there are a lot of herbs, a lot of medications, but these are some of the potent medications that have great results. In no time the patient sees all those changes. So overall, sinusitis, Ayurveda has great results. The do's, don'ts, the home remedies about which we've spoken, it has, the tips. In fact, it has relieved many patients. If at all you have a chronic conditions, do approach an authentic Ayurvedic practitioner for best results. If you have any doubts or questions, let us know in the comment section below. Do like and share this video further. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, from Jyovis and the team, look impressive, be progressive.